Some people say that being with a narcissist is all just one big illusion, which yes it is and no it is not. We live that actual life. We live those actual days. We live those actual moments. To us, while we are with them, we live that experience. Our mind holds those memories that are often connected to our emotions, why recovery can be so triggering at times as we connect our feelings to our memories. When something happens that reminds us of our past, it can hit our emotions and it can hit them pretty hard, which is why sometimes it can work well to give our past a different meaning, to connect with different emotions, change the why is this happening to me to what is this teaching me or what has this taught me. Our emotions play a significant role in how we feel about our past, our present and our future. Unless something is happening in the present moment, the rest is our imagination of things that have either already happened or endless possibilities of what could happen in our future. Why it can be helpful when we think about a future we want in recovery, one that makes us feel good. Our minds control our emotions and we control our minds. We control our thoughts. We just have to get a hold of them. As confusing and as hurtful the experience of a narcissistic relationship is, the reality we lived in any given moment was real, at least to us in that moment. What is a lie or the illusion is the narcissist and what they say to us, what they do to us with their hideous gaslighting mind games to distort our memories, our realities, to sell us something that isn't even real. Yet because it feels real, because at that moment when they are treating us so right, we live that reality. When they treat us so wrong, we live that nightmare. Yet due to the narcissist manipulative gaslighting, projection and blame shifting, with the added fact they will use our strengths and our weaknesses to provoke us until we react towards them, as even the best of people have their limits. Even the best of people can only be pushed so far. A narcissist will then downplay or outright deny their behaviour and exaggerate all of ours, leaving us questioning and blaming ourselves, especially with the intermittent play nice stages, the reward punish of a narcissist, to confuse us all the more. It's very difficult to see the extent of the dire situation that we are indeed in with a narcissist, and before we know it, we are in deep and have to climb our way back out. An illusion has several meanings, and the narcissist delivers us each and every one of these. Illusion, a false idea or a false belief. A narcissist will sell us a dream in the idealization stage of the relationship with their two faces. The narcissist's admiration face, when they treat us so well so they can get positive attention, as a narcissist requires excessive admiration. And the narcissist envious face, when they treat us so wrong, for negative attention, when they seek to punish us. We are led by the narcissist to believe that their admiration face is who they are and their envious face is who we made them turn into. That the false reality is them, which is truly them, both sides. That's who they were in the moment, which makes it all the harder to see that no matter how nice they can be, they are also extremely hurtful. We continue to look for the good in them as they continue to point out the bad within us. Some are extremely dangerous because they can treat us better than anyone ever has. We can easily overlook when they treat us worse than anyone ever has. And a narcissist will exaggerate anything we do wrong. Our minds look for the good in them, often with the narcissist's help of their gaslighting of our mind. The narcissist's wrong side is not worth living through those odd moments of their nice side. No one deserves to be abused, and no one deserves to be treated so wrong. You did not cause it. You cannot change it. It is who they are. How a person treats you will always say more about them than it ever will you. Illusion, an instance of a wrong or a misinterpreted experience. We live the reality of the beginning when they treat us so well. Most narcissists will deliver on their promises in the idolization stage, usually so they can use it against us in the future with those, after all I've done for you. Remember when I did this for you? So when their admiration face fades and the narcissist's envious face, the face that seeks attention and acts so nice, and we get the narcissist's hurtful face, the envious one that seeks to destroy us, due to the narcissist's gaslighting, due to the narcissist's blame shifting and manipulation, we misinterpret it as something we have done when we did nothing. It's who they are. Illusion, a deceptive appearance of togetherness, with all the false promises that a narcissist will make. Often to begin with, they might have wanted to spend so much time with you, and those false promises of a fake future, or those plans that we make together with them, just for them to walk away from each and every promise each and every time. However, they lead us to believe they want the same things as us, so we don't want to let them down. However, they'll happily let us down and then tell us if only we hadn't. So just how do narcissists do what they do to us? If the narcissist in your life was a parent, boss, family member, friend, neighbour or partner, the person you met, or the nice side to that person that you think you know, is not who they indeed are. Yes, it's a part of them. Still, it's an act to hide their true selves. It's an act to exploit others to get their needs met, and they lack an empathy to care for who they hurt along the way. They idolize us to draw us in like a moth to the flame, and once they have us close enough, we get burned. A narcissist can idolize us, they can mirror us, they can future fake with us, they can breadcrumb us. A narcissist will raise us up so high so we genuinely believe they are a loving, kind, compassionate person who will always look out for us and be there for us. This is not always the case. With parents, depending on where they are on the spectrum, if you were the golden child or the scapegoat child, either way, children grow to not believe within themselves, to not love themselves, to not feel enough, with so many self-doubts, believing in conditional love, always questioning if we're enough. As we're raised by them, we don't know any different, and even though we might find their behaviour towards us extremely hurtful, toxic, wrong, it can take years before we realise this isn't how we should be treated. As for friends, bosses and neighbours, we might know something isn't quite right. Our instincts might try to say something, but as we cannot see it, as we believe people make mistakes, people care for each other, people don't want to hurt others, and they seemed like a genuine person when we first met them, it's hard to see through the illusion of what they indeed are. A partner will go all out in the idolization stage to raise us so high so we get tripped into falling head over heels in love with them. Then out of nowhere, they hit us with the devaluation stage, the verbal abuse, those put-downs, telling us the overt, you cannot do that, to the covert, I wouldn't do that if I was you. The silent treatments that cause us so much psychological pain. We question what on earth we did wrong, and most often chase them to avoid the drama and the anxiety and the pain to restore peace. Then a narcissist will project and blame shift and gaslight us with, you're insecure, you're too sensitive, if you hadn't I wouldn't, that didn't happen, if only you'd. The overt, you look too fat, you look too thin. To the covert, I wouldn't wear that if I was you. The lie after lie after lie, done in cruel and sometimes calculated ways. We don't even see these lies. We don't recognise them. Instead, we hear them as truths within our mind and question ourselves. The narcissist cheating, the false promises never delivered, which again is turned on to us. They exaggerate everything they do well or they do good, exaggerating things and even making things up, so we question ourselves. A narcissist will say something, so we question ourselves. I did that for you last week. How can you not remember? Are you losing your mind? And the classic, you're going crazy. You need help. How many of us end up in therapy due to all the manipulative mind games a narcissist throws at us to take us down? Then, of course, a narcissist will provoke an argument, especially when there's a special occasion happening that a narcissist will not be the centre of attention of, or when they are trying to escape any part of their wrongdoings. They will push, prod and poke at all our insecurities, vulnerabilities and weaknesses. They will use the things that matter to the most to us, as these are the things we will most passionately defend. A narcissist can either downplay or forget what they did and make a huge deal about what we did. So we take the blame, we take the responsibility, we feel at fault, we feel guilty. A narcissist will then guilt trip, pity play and triangulate to break down our boundaries one by one. All this leaves us in a state of confusion, questioning our self-worth, our belief, our thoughts, our feelings, our opinions, our realities, our abilities, our trust, and so many more. Often leaving us with anxiety, trauma bonding, depression, CPTSD and health issues, which then, when a narcissist tops it off by smearing our name to those around us, we are left disorientated. A narcissist telling us we're going crazy, we actually genuinely feel like we're going crazy, not understanding it's the very people telling us this that are sending us this way. And even when we get a break to escape them and the fog lifts, those what seem to be never-ending smear campaigns and mind games with the help of the narcissist flying monkeys and enablers who just do not see it, like we once did not see it. We are often isolated from support, feeling like no one will ever understand. Even the authorities seem to think we appear unhinged when we try to report them and explain what's happened to us. It's soul-destroying and devastating. With the narcissist evaluation stage, when we aren't doing exactly what they want us to do, exactly when they want us to do it, the narcissist's envious face comes out. They become jealous that we have a mind of our own. They seek to take us down. Yet as we live the reality of the idealization stage, even though it's an act, an illusion to suck us in, to sell us an identity of who the narcissist could be, our minds become confused. And as a narcissist will manipulate with all the above tactics, we end up treading carefully, walking on eggshells and doing all we can to help the narcissist while they slowly destroy us, while we slowly destroy ourselves. Yet we just do not see it. Especially as BAM, the narcissist admiration-seeking phase, is back, idolising us again, breadcrumbing us, giving us that false hope, making us feel great again. This reinforces within our minds that it must be us. It was never you. A narcissist confuses you by treating you better than anyone ever has, to then treat you worse than anyone ever has, while blaming you for why they're treating you badly. We fall in love with the lies of the person they sold to us, then we have to deal and overcome with all the lies they deliver us. As you move through recovery, the realizations of what genuinely happened can hit you one by one, and make no mistake, they can hit hard. What you've been through and what a narcissist has done and what a narcissist has put you through, just how insidious they indeed are, as that trance, the spell, the fog they put you in, and living under the illusion of their reality, working through all our own guilt of being an enabler at times, as we genuinely believe them and didn't know or understand what our very own instincts were shouting out at us. Make no mistake, this is not your fault whatsoever. Nobody asked for this. Nobody deserves this. We just get sucked into a narcissist games. We do our absolute best to try and help and support them, believing they are a genuine person, not seeing, knowing or understanding the truth of the actual reality due to the narcissist's many manipulation tactics of our mind. And our minds are incredible things, as we see one reality, the illusion of the narcissist that plays nice, their admiration face, and they do it so charming and so convincing as to that's who they are in the moment. Yet it's an illusion, a cover-up, an act. They don't honestly know who they are, why they borrow dreams from others, why they change from one person to the next, from black to white. And with some, this can take days, months, weeks, or even years, depending on what the needs of that individual narcissist are being met. When they do all they can to portray themselves as a good, kind, genuine, loving person, when all they are genuinely doing is matching our likes and our dislikes, learning all our weaknesses, which everyone has, learning all our insecurities, learning all our mistakes, which everyone makes, learning all our strengths, goals and dreams so they can match them. False promises to help and support us, to further down the line ignore us, rip each and every one of our hopes and dreams and our insecurities wide open one by one, take us down to try and destroy us, to devalue who we are little by little as they feel criticism or they feel envy or they no longer feel in control. So a narcissist feels the need to take us down. When they feel inferior, they need to make us feel inferior so they can regain their feeling of superiority over us. Some narcissists act on impulse, others are extremely calculated, especially the malignant narcissist. As the narcissist personality disorder is on a spectrum, some of them are quite severe. Still, no matter what kind or to what extent you've been through, we are individuals with different tolerance levels and different pain thresholds. So it was as severe as it was to us personally. There are those who, once we understand what they are and what they do, we can learn to limit our time around them, respond and never react, observe and not absorb. Others, however, no contact is the only way to go. It's not easy, however, it is possible. Here's another illusion that holds us back, the discard stage. The way a narcissist does this keeps us locked in the painful past, which does not serve our happy future. The trauma bond, no closure given, then the narcissist moving straight on, and at some point they come back for the hoover. Most people take them back. It takes an average of 7 attempts to leave an abusive relationship. Most of us don't see what's happening to us at the start. With everything we've been through, it's almost normal, all those highs and lows of the relationship, that trauma bond, the learned behaviour. We learn that relationships have bad patches. We work through them, which is true. However, a narcissist isn't working with you. They're working against you. A narcissist doesn't want to resolve conflict. They want to create conflict. Relationships have bad patches. They shouldn't have lies, cheating, dishonesty, constant heartbreak, lack of respect. Relationships are about two people coming together and being themselves, complementing each other, supporting each other, not one taking the other down, so they can no longer know who they are, be who they are. But at some point we get it. We make a conscious effort to say enough is enough. We make the decision to say no more. It's time to move on from this and stop dwelling on this. Yes, we all need to learn about NPD. We all need to gain the clarity and understanding of what we have been through so we can learn from it and grow from it. And this takes people different timescales depending on how long and how much they have personally been through. We need to process the pain, the grief. We need to let go of it and move on. For most, there comes a point when they can still read, listen and learn about it. It has no impact on their present day or their future. The triggers slowly fade as they create a new life. For others, there comes a point when they completely walk away from learning about it, which is okay so long as they understand and know enough not to fall back into it. What we focus on is what we become. And no, I don't mean you focused on abuse, so you got abused. Nobody deserves to be treated that way. When our minds are focused on the past, we stay stuck in that past. When we focus on fear, on the what ifs, on what they will do next, we are living things within our minds. We are not living what is happening in that actual moment. When the smear campaigns hit, if we pay attention to them instead of ourselves and our truths, we focus more on why are they doing this? Why is this happening to me? And not on what we can do about it. The more we learn about what they do, the more answers we have to those whys. At the same time, we must focus on ourselves, on our new dreams, on our new future of what will go right for us. The past is done, it's happened, it needs leaving in the past, and we have to find the right way to do that. The present in the moment, to find and create things to be grateful for, to imagine a future of our dreams, as the future is not yet written. And we have every opportunity and every possibility to write it down now as what we would like to live. If anyone has any thoughts on this video, please do add those into the comments. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers. Your continued support is greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel and find the information helpful, please do subscribe. If you're looking for more information on understanding and helping overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. I shall add into the description the video on mirroring, trauma bonding, and the two faces of a narcissist for further information on those. Bye.